Hi, this is Kerry Artek with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily NVIDIA report for Thursday, June 6, 2024. But before we check out the charts, I just want to ask you to please click like, share, subscribe, and check out wickedstocks.com, where we offer a full suite of both daily and weekly analytical videos, just like the daily Tesla and daily NVIDIA reports, daily analysis in the SPY, daily analysis in the Triple Q, weekly analysis in the S&P 500 index, the NASDAQ 100 index, and Apple stock, as well as 2 individual stock picks a week that you never see on YouTube that cater to the 3 to 5 week swing trader out to the 3 to 5 month near-term investor, always looking for 20% moves or more on those underlying stocks. And you get to see all of this for free. We offer a 5-day free trial up front. So check out wickedstocks.com. Let's take a look at the charts. Buy signal. Secondary buy signal. How many buy signals have we had in this market over the last, well, I can go back to this weekly chart. We had one a year ago, a little over a year ago, above 408.49, indicated 668.44. Then we closed above it. It held onward and upward to 974. And then most recently, about a month ago, we had a settlement above this descending channel top at 811.74, then indicating this rising channel top that is a solid 6 months in the making today at 1212.64. And we actually happen to close above that formation. Where are you, chart? By the full 1% margin. And that happened actually on Wednesday's close, by a hair, I might add. So the 1% threshold today is 1208.79, and we cleared both of those levels. So we are in a technical secondary buy signal that is longer term and does suggest meaningful gains, as if we haven't had them already. This is an amazing stock. And so increasingly vertical, increasingly hyperbolic move. What took 6 weeks from April low to the recent high, Wednesday's high, can now take a similar distance, can take 3 or 4 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks perhaps. 1542.20 is now considered our next objective. Now there is one rule of thumb that says when you have a significant longer term buy signal like this, you wait a day. So if you did not go long following, on Wednesday afternoon when we settled above this area in the final moments, then I don't have a problem with that. I do think that if you're short here, you should be very careful. Make sure you've got your good till canceled stop loss that is not a far distance above present price levels. That is obviously entirely up to you. My rule of thumb is never more than 2% of my trading capital. So whatever level that means to you, that would be my suggestion. But there, we could get overnight weakness perhaps in the stock indexes, the futures markets. We could perhaps ease back and open at or below 1212.64. And if so, we can ease back today. Ease back today to where? Well, let me find the chart here. Ease back today to potentially 1164.37. And that is sort of the gap. That would close the gap from, Tuesday to Wednesday. And that could contain session weakness. And if we were to close below 1164.37, after also closing back below this long-term channel top, i.e. Buy signal rejection on a longer-term basis, they both would add up to, I think, an abrupt reversal that by the end of next week or sooner, yield 1059.20. So, merely closing back below 1212.64, if you are long the market based on that buy signal, my suggestion is to get out. Now, do you play the short side? You could. There's definitely a rationale to do so, but certainly if we close back below 1164.37, especially you 3 to 5 day swing traders, closing below 1164.37 would signal 1059.20 and rising daily within 3 to 5 days, where we could bottom out through next week, round back up to channel resistance at 1212.64 within a full week of doing so. Closing below 1059.20 would indicate a good June high. And I would expect this, roughly this trend line, a little higher actually, because it would be a channel bottom based across these highs, and that would be in the 890s, I suspect. So closing below 1059.20, I would expect the upper 800 area and climbing within 2 to 3 weeks, where we could bottom out through July and perhaps even the entire third quarter. But we're not there. I'm just sort of articulating a bear downside scenario. So breaking or opening today below 1212.64 does allow 1164.37. To say that it's indicated is a bit of a stretch given the present upward momentum that remains present in the market. But if we were to open below 1212.64, do not discount the possibility for 1164.37 within the day, where we can place a daily low, and if settled below, everything reverses south, short term only, down to 1059.20. Now, I will say that if we do indeed close back below 1212.64, I think, some will sort of sniff a bull trap, if you will. In other words, play the short side aggressively. And that, I think, I don't have a problem with that. So if we close below 1212.64 and you're kind of the 3 to 5 week to 2 to 3 month position player, I think you can play the short side. I think at the very least you should exit a long position. But yes, playing the short side back to what I would consider the low 900 area, 974, this narrowing triangle then anticipated within a month or two, could be sooner than that. So closing back below 1212.64 would invite you to play the short side as we move into the month of July. Until then, we are in the very early stages of a secondary buy signal that should, over the next, as I said earlier, over the next 3 to 5 weeks, I think is realistic, 1542.20. Now to the upside today, I do want to mention a short-term rising channel top that if we open today higher, or if we open clearly above, say, 1224.76, the 1% threshold above 1212.64, if we open above this area, you should allow 1309.12 intraday. This is a 2-week steeply rising channel top that can contain daily buying pressures. In fact, I want to say right now that is considered a 3 to 5 day upside objective. And given the present volatility, given this directional dynamic, opening today above 12.64, and certainly again above 24.49 would allow a significant rally today to unfold up to 1309.12. So that is a solid day trade move. 1309.12 should be sold, I think, only for those who are already long on a short-term basis. But if you're an aggressive day trader, an aggressive 3 to 5 day swing trader, 1309.12 may well contain buying through the rest of the week and into next, and we could fall from here back to channel support that is presently in that low 1200 area anyway within a matter of 3 to 5 days. Of course, if over the next few days we close above 1309.12, that would be entirely consistent with what I consider to be an impending vertical move, increasingly vertical move, a more hyperbolic vertical move that can yield 1542.20 over the next 3 to 5 weeks. So closing over the next few days above 1309.12 would be consistent with that expectation. And I do think if we were to close above 1309.12, that offers yet another buy signal that should yield 1542.20 inside of 2 to 3 weeks. So we are at the very early stages of a significant buy signal that should play out over the next 3 to 5 weeks to 1542.20. One more day of, let's just call it a higher settlement on the day. And that would, of course, be above 1224.76, would sort of quote unquote lock this buy signal as we move into the month of July, 1542.20 expected within 3 to 5 weeks. On the other hand, once again, if we close back below 1224.76, it doesn't look good. That is a sign of weakness, I think, and probably should over the next week or two yield 1059.20, which becomes a clearly defined 3 to 5 day downside target if we settle today below 1164.37. I think I've said it all. Please click like, share, subscribe. Check out wickedstocks.com. Take advantage of that 5-day free trial. I will be back tomorrow with Friday's NVIDIA report, and you have a great day.